Refreshabraille Braille Display by Lindsay Wood. A refreshable braille display is a device which provides access to a computer or iPad by raising and lowering pegs used to form braille. Braille displays can show up to 80 characters. The choice and the amount depends on the need of the user. Braille displays vary in cost, ranging from $3,500 to $15,000. There are many different types of refreshable braille displays. The number of characters vary between 18 and 80. Most personal braille displays, which our students would use, have 18 characters. Braille displays with more are usually used for work where longer displays are needed, such as computer programming. Since most of our students won't be buying a refreshable braille display with their own money, we will focus on a refreshable braille display available from APH, the Refreshabraille 18. The Refreshabraille 18 is small, compact, and can be easily used. It is available from APH at shop.aph.org. This is the refreshable braille display middle school students on my campus use. The retail price from APH is $1,695. This price includes a 1-year warranty for manufacturing defects. An extended warranty is available if purchased in the first 90 days for $250. However, the Refreshabraille 18 can be purchased with quota funds. When purchasing the Refreshabraille 18, the user will receive the device, a quick start guide in print and braille, a USB cable, and a CD-ROM. The Refreshabraille 18 is small. It is the perfect size and weight for portability and can easily be carried in a student's backpack. It is 5.5 inches long, 3.5 inches wide, so roughly the same size as a small index card. The parts of the Refreshabraille 18 all have specific functions to make it easily accessible to the user. The power button, located on the front of the device, turns the device on and off. It also serves to wake up the device after it has been sitting for a while. The braille cells display what is on the device to which the display is connected. Braille input keys are used to braille information into the device connected to the display. The 6 traditional keys are across the middle of the device just as they would be on a braille writer. However, where the input keys differ is the addition of 7 and 8 keys on either side of the spacebar. The spacebar is used just as we would use it when typing or using a braille writer. The cursor routing keys are located underneath the braille cells and correspond to each one. These are used to move the cursor to a certain spot in the text without having to navigate the cursor on screen. The advanced bars are located under the cursor routing buttons. The bar on the right moves to the next line of text. The bar on the left goes to the previous line. Space is located between these 2 keys. The space is used as a spacebar as well when the device is inverted. The joystick, also called the directional button, is used like the arrows on a keyboard to navigate the device. When the joystick is pressed, it will select what the user has navigated to. The Refreshabraille 18 forms braille with 18 cells made up of 8 dots. These 8 dots can be used for computer braille or switched to function as 6 dots. Only 18 cells can be displayed at once. Once the user is done reading those 18 cells, the right advance bar can be pressed to move to the next line of 18 characters. Braille display can be turned to the top or bottom and the display will automatically orient based on the user's position. When using 8 braille dots, dots 7 and 8 are located under dots 3 and 6. These dots are made from the keys on either side of the spacebar, keys 7 and 8. However, keys 7 and 8 have other functions when the user is using 6 braille dots. The 7 key functions as a capital indicator, just like a shift key on a keyboard. The 8 key is used for enter, but may differ with different programs and devices. It is important to remember the Refreshabraille 18 is not a standalone device. It must be paired with another device for use, just like a keyboard must be paired with a computer to use. The Refreshabraille 18 can be paired with cell phones, iPads, personal computers, and PDAs using Bluetooth or a USB cable. When choosing a device, be mindful the device must have software to communicate with the Refreshabraille 18. Mac products are great products to pair and come with built-in options easily accessible to users with visual impairment. Androids, on the other hand, have a downloadable program named Brailleback, but it has awful reviews from users. Also, with Android, the only available output is computer Braille with 8-dot cells. With a personal computer, programs like JAWS and Windows Eyes can be used to communicate with the display. Apple products definitely are the winner in this category. Depending on the device you are pairing with the display, there are key commands which allow the user to perform a variety of tasks. These commands can be used instead of the joystick. Again, these are something that is dependent on the device used. iOS and Apple win in this category too. All of the key commands are paired with holding down the spacebar with a variety of other keystrokes. A list of commands for Apple products can be found at the listed link. Instead of using the joystick, this second grader is using the key command, space, and
FaceTime.
.4 to switch through the app.
Calendar.
Good.
Wednesday, November 29th. Photos.
Mm-hmm.
Camera. Contacts. Clock. 1:17 p.m.
Once the basic user needs are out of the way, you are ready to connect to a device. We will connect to the iPad since it is one of the most accessible pairing devices. First, turn on the Refreshabraille 18. On the iPad, navigate to Settings, then Accessibility, then VoiceOver, then Braille. In the Braille setting, scroll to the bottom where it says Choose a Braille display. Underneath this title will be a list of numbers. On the Braille display, there will be a number also. Choose the number in the list which matches the number on the display. Select the number. You will be prompted to enter a PIN number. All Refreshabraille 18s have the same PIN number, 1234. Enter this number and your device will be paired to the iPad. It should automatically connect the next time it is used. The user in the video is pairing the Refreshabraille 18 with the iPad. She is checking to be sure the number on the display matches the number on the iPad.
The pin.
Contracted. Refreshabraille. 2724444. Brilliant BI. 320. Refreshabraille. 2724446. Refreshabraille. 2732836. Not paired. Refreshabraille. 2732836. Pairing.
The basic concept of the Refreshabraille 18 is to make electronic devices accessible to users of Braille. Almost anything on the iPad becomes accessible when paired to the device. It can read documents, create print documents, and navigate web pages. The following two videos will demonstrate a student using the device to access an iPad and the previous items listed. The student is using the Refreshabraille 18 to navigate notes and create a document. The student in the video is navigating to Canvas, a program similar to Blackboard, to access her work for school. The advantages of the Refreshabraille 18 is it is small and compact, easily accessible, and pairs with everyday devices. The fact it gives users access to devices in a medium which promotes literacy is a huge advantage as opposed to just reading the display to the user. The disadvantage is the same as with most technology. The device is expensive if not purchased with quota funds. The only other disadvantage is it needs a secondary device to be used and cannot be used alone. So the price of the device and the screen reader software should also be considered. I haven't had much experience with the Refreshabraille 18, and before this project, hadn't invested much time in it. However, after spending so much time learning about it and watching my students use the product, I really would like one to keep in my classroom to introduce to my younger students. I was simply amazed watching my 8th grade student use it with such ease. If you are interested in purchasing this device, it can be purchased with quota funds. The Refreshabraille 18 can be purchased at shop.aph.org. For questions, customer service can be reached by email at cs@aph.org.